The volunteering started with my wife. She's been volunteering for over 50 years now at the hospital, and she got me involved volunteering, and with the caregivers, they asked me if I could bring horses by, and then at the time they brought some of the people down, and we used the horses for seeding and cutting with a binder, and some of the people would come down and watch that. But we've been involved with the care home and the seniors here with horses and giving horse rides and whatever for over 20 years now. And it's been great. But this couldn't have happened at all without the caregivers and the volunteers. Like, we load wheelchairs on our wagon, and we need volunteers to lift those wheelchairs, and they're the real heroes. And the girls at the care home, they are more than heroes. Like, I just hook up the horses and harness them and bring them up, and it isn't really much. I've been experienced with horses most of my life as a kid, and then I rodeoed. My wife and I both rodeoed, but then as my bones got a little older and couldn't get up, and driving horses was a thrill I had. So I've had 2 teams of horses, but to come up to the care home the first time, I had both my old horses, Barney and Babe, and it was nerve-wracking at first. Like, I drove uptown quite a bit by myself and got them so they were used to traffic, and then I brought them up, and 2 years ago this February I lost Barney, one of my horses, and I had to get another one going, and that was another nerve-wracking for the simple reason she's younger. She had to learn to stand perfectly still, because when you're loading a 90-year-old person on a wagon, the horse can't be going around and moving back and forth. So, but we've succeeded. Jim Rankin helped me some on that, and we got him going good, and I got all the trust in the world in those 2 horses that are gone on the wagon ride. We have lots of older people, like Mrs. Gregoire. She went on a lot of wagon rides with us, and she would tell a story all the time about when she was a young lady, she harrowed, and she said it was no fun. She was driving 4 horses and walking behind the horses in her bare feet. And I really think that this era of people are really enjoying a wagon ride. Now, in 40 years from now, a person bring a wagon ride around a senior's home, it might not go over very good, because they might actually want to play on the computer. But a lot of the people we do take on rides, it brings back memories. I can remember when we were out seeding one day, we had 3 gentlemen sitting on chairs, and the girls and the caregivers, and Marion and Doreen and Janice Jarrett and Doreen Kantz, they actually brought cake and cookies down. These 3 gentlemen, they had tears in their eyes. And I saw that and I said, "Is something wrong?" He said, "Yes, there sure is, Jim. It brings back so many memories, good and bad." So a lot of them, that was their way of life, working with horses. And it was a lot of hard work. It wasn't all fun. This here for me is fun, and I enjoy every minute of it. I started late in life. I was about 30 years old when I participated in rodeo, and we did that for 6 or 7 years, and then our girls, they didn't want to be around the dust, so Marion and I quit rodeoing, but it treated us real good while we rodeoed. I loved it, and probably wish I'd have did it when I was 18. But if I'd have done that when I was 18, I probably wouldn't have met Marion. And so I've got no regrets in life, none at all. I loved rodeoing, I loved driving horses, and I really got no regrets. At home, there's a lot of times I'll just hook up my team of horses and drive down along the riverbanks, and just all by myself, and it's so relaxing.